Mila Ash, who I'm a fan of. She just had a birthday a few days ago. She's beautiful. You know, generally, you women, you have a love for the sport, even though it's not as lucrative compared to other sports, where in which you can make a even women in sports don't make as much money, but as a pro, the cost of competing is a lot. Do you have sponsorship or everything's doing on your own?
Right now I'm just doing it on my own.
hmm And I think sponsors could help because you know what? That helps, with things like, okay, if you want to do a show and you can get a sponsor to pay for your interest fee, that helps you out because, interest fee, as
Oh,
you know, it said again, the Nationals just shot up the interest fee for this year to $300. Then, like I said, the cost of, going to getting a room or board. Some would do Airbnbs because they're a little cheaper. The hair, makeup, tanning, your
yeah.
the food space alone, that's like half of everything. Um, this is from a man, David says, "You're the sweetest Abby, ha ha ha." I like I said, Davy. I said again, like, when I get a new girl in here, they act like this, So, so you're still new. What do what you like about the sport? What do you like about it as a whole?
I like that I can always climb higher. I can always achieve my next goal. I can keep pushing. Um, it's actually, have it's made me feel more confident in myself. And, I never in a million years thought that I was going to compete or do anything along the lines, and here I am. So it's everything. I love the lifting. I love, my coach is amazing. You walk into that gym and you could be having the worst day, have the lowest energy, and just something about him and the energy there, I just love it all. So
Yeah, it's good. Also, you gotta understand the process of the bodybuilding, to the work you gotta put in, the time you gotta put in, and this is not a sport for everybody. And truthfully, you have to have like, especially you're not gonna make a lot of money, but you have to have truly a passion for this. You know, as time has gone on, you haven't been in this sport as long. What would you like to see for yourself? What would you like to see for yourself out of bodybuilding?
I I mean, I want to get to, for me personally, I want to obviously get to the highest level I can get, but like for in general, I would like to see the more muscular women's physique, women's bodybuilding. I would like to see more competitions involving, us, because we put in a lot of work too, and we we deserve to be noticed, So
Yeah, I believe that too. Because you know what, if you as I said this, if we all know, we just saw that Arnold was going to raise up the price for the Arnold Schwarzenegger to $500,000. But that money can go to prize money for the other divisions, especially maybe bringing back physique and women's bodybuilding. They keep saying like, "Oh, it's about the numbers, about this, about that," but we don't really know that. It's just
right.
somebody just blowing smoke up our behinds. We get here, T.J. Johnson. He's coming through here. He says, "I salute all women's bodybuilders. For you to be so new and already getting your name out there is truly remarkable. Love your dedication." And this is, you have to be dedicated because you go to the gym, you have to do this. You got to get ready. You got to get Paul ready in the morning, get your boy ready in the morning. You have to still be a mom and a wife. It's a lot to this. Like when you're in the gym, what's your least favorite workout and what's your favorite workout?
My least favorite workout is chest. I don't, I do not like doing anything with chest. I'm getting a little bit better with it. And the reason why is because it's my weakest area. I'm working on it, but when you can go and, squat what 305 or whatever you're squatting, and then the next day you go to do chest press and you can barely get a plate up, it's discouraging for sure. My favorite exercise is between shoulders and back. Those are my two favorite exercises.
Yeah, I think I've no shows that the back can win your show. Like good example of this, Teresa and Vase. That year when it was 2020 when they had the Chicago Pro um, in Atlanta, and it was down between her and Rochelle Boswell, who I know I like to do this. I met with Shauna about a couple of years ago. She was here in North Carolina, and also, We did an interview with her also, and there was between her and Rashana, and I think Teresa wanted to show off her back,
Yeah.
that conditioning, that width, good that taper you want to see. I like Rashana, but it was she didn't do as well. She took she did qualify the Olympia for that year, but those you work on your weaknesses, and then also improve on your strengths. And I know some ladies they love doing chest because it really they want to develop their pecs. I
Right.
just that's the important part. Like you want to look, you want to have a great presentation, but you have very well endowed chest, so you don't want to do too much on your pecs. But you know, so what's your feeling now? You feel like so again, you feel like you have a chance to get your pro card, or you feel like it's just you think there's another backup show, or you say what, let me try next year.
I do. I have. I mean, I'm very confident. I'm not cocky about it though. If somebody comes in, I anybody that hits a stage in my eyes is a winner. Because I know what they went through, and I know, the hell that they had to go through to get to the point of being on stage. So, if somebody comes in more conditioned, bigger than me, then I'm going to congratulate them. And then I'm going to bulk up and do some shows next year. So,
Yeah, yes, yeah. You have to really be a good sport. Sometimes some people say I deserve to win, but the thing is, it's about what you bring to the stage.
right.
Sometimes the judges, I know sometimes the judges can be prejudiced to one person because they have a certain look, or it's just that they have all the aesthetics they want. It's always an issue, especially in if you look at divisions now. When physique came out, I wasn't a big fan of it. I call it watered down women's bodybuilding. But the division has evolved over the years. Like Andrea, she was physique for a good minute. She actually started as figure, but
Yeah.
then she went up to women's bodybuilding. Look what happened. She won her first pro show. Then she wins the Rising Phoenix. And then she wins the Olympia. And and it's about the process of any athlete as they grow and they get along through the time as in the sport. We have here man, Daffy says true. And also, he says, I can pop my pec. It's fun. I can pop mine too, but it's under a lot of stuff here. And, like I remember this guy, he was a boxer named Mitch Two Blood Green. He was talking about Mike Tyson. He said, like, Mike Tyson's a sissy, say he is a homo. And, guys like that, it's about the look about, especially for you ladies. I think there's some very appealing women. Like you have a great personality. You have you're beautiful inside as much as outside. And then I said again, people when you get into sports, sometimes your life has changed because you're changing, into a more healthier. You get into a extreme sport. I mean, sometimes your family, like outside of your Paul and your son, what are their thoughts? Like your mom, your dad, and your brothers and sisters.
So they're really supportive. At first they didn't really understand, here we go again, the diet. When I would bring my bowl of chicken with me to Christmas dinner. That's a little hard to understand, but they're very supportive. My mom and mother-in-law and father-in-law were at the Arnold watching me, and my dad was here with my son. So they're all very supportive. They're all very awesome. They support both of us and try to travel with us as much as they can. So,
Yeah, I know your dad be like I want my girl to be my boy, but it's good that he stands by you because I've had conversations with ladies where they lost friends because they got into something they didn't understand. Like sometimes like they can't go out and do what they like to do. Like you have to
right,
be like, okay, you want to be at the club all till like about 12 to 2 o'clock in the morning. No, I gotta be in bed by 10 because I gotta get up by 4 and do my cardio or do my workout because I want to do my workout before I go to work. Also, the thing about I've had ladies told me so they brought like you know coolers with their food, prep food, because they go to a wedding. At a wedding, the typical choices like you want chicken, fish, or beef, and and you can't eat any of that. You can't even have the wedding cake, so you have to bring your own food.
right.
It's just it's just so much. This is a really, truly, it's a life change. To not do things you like to do, and and also like I said, the food part, that's the one thing that helps you grow. How often? What's your meal take for the intake for the day?
I eat every 3 hours. I don't know the exact like measurements of my, I mean, I have it all, but I eat every 3 hours, a lot of protein, carbs right now too, because I'm 13 weeks out. Um, a lot of protein. Right now I'm eating turkey burger. I'm gonna probably switch it to chicken. Beef and eggs are my protein. So
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yeah. I know. I try to eat a little more healthier, but like this afternoon for my lunch, I had a popcorn shrimp. But I might cook some some hamburger patties. I got some onions and stuff like that. I try to eat a little more healthy, but still sometimes, like I said, one thing is I love sweets. I got a thing of like cake. And sometimes I had two honey buns yesterday. And you know like I said again, the process of the food, how it develops your body, that's the important part of it.
yeah, I wish when I was in a bulk, that's the one thing I wish. I was afraid to eat because I went I was actually pretty big at one time before I got into bodybuilding. Um I was afraid to eat because I was a, I always made like food was always you eat too much, you get big, you know what I mean? So I was afraid to eat, and I wish I would have gotten a coach or something during my bulk to, tell me exactly how much protein to eat, because you get afraid to eat, and you gotta, as much as it's hard to see the scale go up and up, you have to eat in order to grow. So you gotta
Yeah,
part of the process.
I know. That thing is, you like sometimes say, I had enough. I don't want